You're watching the Weiss channel. That. All right. I'm going to show you how you're going to do right triangle problems really fast on your calculator. Okay. And you can just use a regular calculator. You can use your phone calculator. Here's what you're going to do. All right. So, looking here, if you want to find out what the hypotenuse is, right, keep in mind, of course, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, meaning 3 squared plus 4 squared equals x squared, right? So if that's the case, right, you have to add 3 squared and 4 squared, and then you're going to take the square root, right? I mean, before you even do anything on your calculator, just for a second, make sure you understand 3 squared plus 4 squared equals x squared, right? So 9 plus 16 equals x squared. 25 equals x squared. So you take the square root and you get 5. So the way to do this on your calculator is to say, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to hit the square root key first. In fact, on your calculator, it looks like this. The little 2 or the root x, okay? So you hit that key, all right? And then you're going to hit. So it'll come up on your calculator like this. And then you'll actually see these square root thingy. I'm sorry, parentheses will come up on your calculator. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to hit. So now you've already hit square root. So you hit 3 and then hit the x squared key to get 3 squared plus 4 and hit the squared key. All right. And then close parentheses. Okay. And hit equals, and it'll just give you 5. Okay. There you go. You do that in 2 seconds. Okay. So look over here now at this one. This time you're looking for one of the sides instead of the hypotenuse. So in this case, right, it's going to be minus, because here you're going to, in this number 1, you add 3 squared plus 4 squared. But here in number 2, you're going to do 5 squared minus 3 squared. So again, hit the square root key on your calculator, all right? And then you type 5 squared minus 3 squared. Close the parentheses and then hit equals. And notice you will get 4. Try it. Make sure you understand how that works, okay? So now look at this. Here, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to have a set of problems where you do the same thing, all right? And for example, all right, here you're going to do square root, and you're going to do 2 squared, hang on, 2 squared plus 4 squared, all right? And you know what? I'm changing my story here. All right. In this case, don't hit the square root first. Just do 2 squared plus 4 squared. That's it. Okay. And you're going to get 20, right? Because 2 squared is 4, 4 squared is 16, right? So you get 20. So you need to take what you need to do is you need to take the square root of 20. Well, here is where you have to break down 20, right? And this is where you do the whole, right? 2 times 10, 2 times 5, and you have 2 times 2 and 5, right? So you have the square root of, uh, sorry, 2 times 2 times 5, right? So 2 comes out and square root of 5, and that's your answer. Okay? So that's how you do it here. So when you have the set of problems that does not result in a perfect square, what do I mean by a perfect square? In the first set of problems, you're going to have all problems that result that give you just a whole number, okay? You're going to get whole number answers in that first set of problems. That's quick, okay? This is almost as quick, but it's one extra step, okay? That's the other set of problems, all right? So now you're going to have problems that say, okay, here, is this a right triangle? Do 3, 4, and 6 make a right triangle? All you have to do is type 3 squared plus 4 squared, all right? Just take the first two, 3 and 4. 3 squared plus 4 squared, all right? That's going to make 25. Then you take 6 squared. That's 36. Well, if it's a right triangle, a squared plus b squared will equal c squared, right? So does 25 equal 36? No. So its answer is just no. Okay. So here, in this one, 3 squared plus 4 squared. What do you get? You get 25. What's 5 squared? 25. Is that equal? Yes. There you go. All right. So now, look at this. Now it says acute, obtuse, or right. Here's all you have to do. All you have to do is this. You say, you take the biggest number. Okay, the biggest number, 6 squared. All right. 6 squared, that's 36. Okay. Now, in this case, what is 3 squared plus 4 squared? 3 squared plus 4 squared is 25. Okay. So if the biggest side is greater than the other two squareds combined, then it's obtuse. Okay. Done. Here, 9 squared. Okay. 9 squared. And then you take, so 9 squared is 81. And you do 6 squared plus 8 squared. 6 squared plus 8 squared is 100. Oh, okay. So 81 is less than 100. If it's less than, it's acute. Okay. Over here, 10. What's 10 squared? 10 squared is 100. What's 6 squared plus 8 squared? 100. It's equal, so it's a right triangle. That's all you got to do. Okay? You've been watching the Weiss channel. The Weiss channel. That